I have a secret.
What's your secret?
It's not a secret.
Oh, that sounds
Everyone knows we've recorded 9 episodes. What comes after 9? Big number.
1, 2, 3. I know this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and
It's 10.
10.
10.
10. Oh my god! Wait, it's our 10th episode.
10th
already?
episode. You know what that
But
means?
10 is a big deal.
It's a big
10
deal.
is like a big round number. And most podcasts celebrate their 10th episode. I feel like we should celebrate our 10th episode.
We have
to. Yeah, we should. What do you want to do for it?
I want to have a cake. I want to have champagne. I want to have all of our fans there. And I just want to have a silly old time.
And is it going to be like, is there going to be glitz? Is there going to be glamour? Is this kind of like a black tie event?
Well, if you show up in a black tie, you get a present.
Whoo! You heard it here first. Wear a black tie. Come see the live podcast recording. We're gonna be doing stand up. We're gonna be doing news headlines from our lives. Right there in front of you live.
We're gonna be doing barbecue.
We've never done it before, so it could be amazing or it could be terrible. Either way, you're not gonna want to miss it. So reserve your seats right now.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about.
Remember who's going to be editing and making everybody look how they look.
What are you gonna do? Like me having Shrek skin?
Maybe.
I would love that.
You as a turd.
Oh my god, can we do an episode
Shrek
where
episode?
we both? Can we?
I don't know how to do the technology.
No,
but...
we will color our skin.
Wait, we're gonna do green face?
We're gonna do green face. Oh, but then the green screen is gonna fucking
Oh, well, we could just not do the green screen that episode.
Yes. I want us to have like also like the Shrek vest.
Does that look?
Well, if I'm sitting like this, my top of my head is out. So, but maybe if you sat here, I'm sorry. I just can't stop when I start.
No, you want to be nasty? That's fine. You're being nasty.
I'm just trying to get you in the zone. Oh, sorry.
Get it out. Get it out now.
No, I'll save it. I'll bottle it up. Bottle it up. Bottle it up. Bottle it up.
Wait. Okay. Louis, tell him while I get the thing started.
Hello, and tell him what? Should I do?
Whatever you want, tell him.
Oh my God! Hello.
Oh my God,
Hi. We're here. We're back. It is November 21st. They can know. You know what I'm sometimes worried about? How like when we're gonna post the episode, it's gonna be like 3 months later, and then people are gonna run into us on the street and be like, "Oh, you're still going through that." I'm like, "No, it was 3 months ago."
Cold open.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about you. You're so gay.
My comment is...
Welcome back.
You know, if someone came up to you on the street and was like, "Hey, I'm worried."
Baby, I'm gay.
That was going to be my joke.
Be faster.
Should we start the...
Welcome to... Hey, baby, I'm gay. Do you think we should say it like faster? Because I feel like we're like, hey, baby.
I think what we should do is, here's how we, and let's try a few takes. You know, it's our podcast. We can do it how we want to do it.
Okay.
But I think we go to our own cameras And when we do the Hey Baby, we're doing the Hey Baby
Hey
like
Baby.
from the original story, like a pickup Hey Baby.
Right.
Like I'm on the street, I'm Hey Babying you.
Mm-hmm.
And then in unison, we turn back to our gabies on the main camera,
Gabies.
and we tell them, "I'm gay."
Yay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, ready?
Yeah.
Do you need me to like ready action or something? Okay. Hey, baby. I'm gay. How did that feel?
It felt. Let's do it again.
It's the same. Is it too complicated with the cameras, or should we
I
should
felt-
we just do it all to the?
Yeah, maybe just that.
What if here's what we do? No, I need your other. It's got to be the switch. Yep. Okay. So here's what we do. So you're looking in your camera. I'm looking at my camera. You squeeze my hand when you're ready to start, and then we'll start with the Hey Baby,
Okay.
and then we will have to.
But let's do the I'm gay, like, I'm gay! You know?
Yeah, like I'm gay,
Because-
and that's the point where we release our hands and we throw them into the sky, like
Okay, love
I'm
it.
gay.
Okay,
Okay.
love it.
Hey, baby.
What did I say? Baby.
You said bye bye. Why does it feel? You feel like you feel awkward holding my hand. You're
I
holding my
don't.
hand in it.
I'm just ashamed of my nails. See?
Okay. Do you want me to
Don't.
cover them?
Don't zoom in.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
You can't hold and immediately squeak. You've got to
Hey,
give.
baby.
Hey, babe.
Welcome back
Back
to
Hey, baby, I'm gay. There's something in there is usable.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Is it good? It's a good podcast.
Where were we?
So
about running into someone on
running
the street. Yes,
into-
please. I want your thoughts.
well, I just think they'll just have to take it, and I don't think we're talking about anything that's so time sensitive. It's when it's not a political news podcast. It's a Louie and Pat. Hey baby, I'm gay podcast. So what do we care about?
What do we care?
Yeah, and are you mugging me?
No, absolutely not.
Dear Louie.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
No, if you need to,
No, no,
if you need to apologize to me right now,
But
then do it.
First of all, thank you for the iced tea.
You're
Doesn't
welcome.
have any sparkles in it, but that's fine.
Do we
Still
support?
tasty.
Very sugary.
Very sugary. So I missed you.
I miss you
How
too.
have you been?
Oh my God.
What's going on?
I have actually been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am just, thriving.
Which is going to be awkward later when people come up to you on the street and they're like, "Oh my God, you're thriving." And you're like, "I'm doing terrible right now."
It could be possible, Who knows
No,
when this is released?
I
Like
don't wanna-
January.
I don't want to
But
manifest.
I
I don't
want
want to manifest negativity for you.
No,
Let's
no,
manifest
no.
positivity.
No.
It's
No.
all good things. It's all
Big sleigh.
big sleigh. It's all uphill from here.
Do you think this will be released past after New Year's?
Yes, I do believe this will be our after New Year's.
This
It'll
is
be
like
a
our-
January. This is that's creepy. Is like we are podcasting from 2024 right now.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, 2023. It's 2023.
Yeah, but it'll.
Oh,
have
but-
it-
Ooh! But-
and there's the mystery.
I love mystery.
Hopefully no murders. And
What are your
Okay.
what?
no, go.
You
Yeah,
were gonna say something.
I just now.
It
you,
sounded.
you,
It looked like you had a complaint. You were ready. You had your complaints face.
you scared me a little bit with your reaction to the murder. I thought that was a fun murder mystery
What
joke.
scared you about it?
And then you took it a little too seriously. And I'm like, am I gonna have to help you hide a body?
Sorry.
Am I gonna be the body?
No. No. You know where you can
you know they say statistically the person who kills you is your podcasting partner. So
Has that ever happened? I would really want to find
how
out.
great of a show idea is that? It's a true crime podcast, and the one person murders the other
Ooh.
person in the true crime podcast.
And this can live forever. It will be like a legend.
Yes, it's
And
it's like meta
it's like
of.
Friends.
Yeah.
You can always just watch it at any
Yeah, except for it's like, hey, I won't be there for you because you're dead because I killed you.
Matthew Perry has recently passed away, just so you know.
Yeah. Rest in peace. But that now you're time stamping us. So, anyways, it's a New Year's Eve. It's a 2024 January episode, and you that's exciting. What do you have hopes and dreams? And
I will tell you my biggest goal of the year.
okay, I'm excited.
My biggest.
Wait. Let's don't just tell us the biggest goal of the year. Let's like build a little tension.
Okay.
There's maybe there's like a drum
You
roll.
know how I feel? I
Okay.
feel like next year's just gonna be really good.
You have a good feeling
I
about
have a
next
really
year.
good feeling. My motto of the next year is just elevate. We're elevating. We're stepping up. There's a new season. We have unlocked new skills. There is a new level. We have reached a new level.
Mm.
We just keep climbing on up.
You want to know my motto for next year?
Sure.
Live free, die hard.
That really concerns me, the dying part. Don't do that.
It's sad. It's very,
That would be really sad.
it was a reference, like
That would be...
Bruce Willis, die hard, live free.
Never really watched Die Hard.
So, anyways, you're next year you're gonna elevate.
Elevate.
2024. You're feeling like 2024 is my year. I'm gonna sacrifice a lamb. I'm gonna rub its blood all over my body. I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna draw a pentagram star on the ground and summon a couple of demons. And 2024 will be the year that I take over the world.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, and then I would also like to save at least 100 euros.
Oh wow!
I don't have savings at all, and I feel like that's problematic. I'm in my late 20s.
If it makes you feel better, I'm in my early 30s and I still don't have any savings. So
But it doesn't mean that we have to have it. I would just like to know that I can save. Just like I can not drink 45 days a day, baby.
Proud of you.
Thank you. But I would also like to know that I can save money.
Yes. Well, what are your major expenses? Like, are you spending a lot of money on clothes? I don't you don't seem like an extravagant gal to me, and I know your rent and it's dirt cheap. And you work at a well-to-do company who we won't name. I'll bleep it out, KFC.
Oh, we will not name it, but we will talk about it.
So you work at KFC, and so you must make a decent salary. You have cheap rent. You live in a cheap, affordable city. Like, where's all this money going?
Well, it's hard for me to say because I really don't keep a track. I just have this card that has all of my money. Right? Actually, when I get paid, I split it in 5 cards with the intention of like, this is the card I will not touch, and this is the card I can only touch.
So you have 5
checkings
checkings accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a savings account?
One of them I consider as a savings, but I can
But
spend money.
but if you went and logged into the bank
I could
and you looked online, it would say
like Lieferando and Volt.
but it would say
and-
checkings.
That's an American thing, I feel. No,
Is it?
I just call it a bank account.
Okay.
Maybe because I don't have savings.
Well, this is crazy, and I mean, this is even a little bit out of my era, but you're the reason they call it a checkings account.
How come?
Because that was the account that you would have physical checks, and that's how you would buy groceries and pay for things. You would write them a check, and then they would send the check to the bank, and then the bank would like
Take
move
it from the checkings?
yeah, exactly. And so you don't want to have all your money in your checking account in some case you lost your checkbook, because then they have all of your money. There's no PIN. Like with a debit card or something. So that's a little banking,
I'm learning a lot today.
little banking knowledge for you guys. You're
For
welcome.
For a person who works in finance, which I do, I don't know awful lot about it.
Are you you're a finance bro?
I'm a finance gal.
You're a finance gal?
Big finance gal.
I
do customer support.
Well, I feel like do you want to talk any more about, do you have other hopes? You want to save 100 euros?
I had it written down. Let me take a quick look at my notes. So I said about 100 euros, elevated, and then slay.
Save 100 euros, elevate,
And slay.
and slay. Well, now I know this directly contradicts what I was saying to you before we started rolling the cameras, but what, any comedy goals?
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it in the previous episode as well that I would love to reach at least 30 episodes of this beautiful podcast, which I think
I think
doable, right?
I think that's doable.
Unless we get into a big fight. Like what do you think would be the reason for us to never speak again?
Well, if I wasn't married, it would be very funny if we fell out over a girl. Just some bisexual floozy. I don't know.
Oh God, I would hate that for us.
Yeah, no.
That would not be great.
But I.
Who do you think she would pick?
Which comedian? No.
Who would you?
I don't know what would cause a rift between us. I can't. We don't. From my mind, we don't. I don't
don't
really
see that
see
for
it.
us.
Like I feel like if we. Friends forever, friends forever, friends forever. How creepy would it be if there was just like two like the girls like from a scary like from a scary movie, the two little girls and the. That's my New Year's resolution, by the way. I just
have two little girls.
no.
That's beautiful.
My New Year's resolution.
I'm not available for babysitting.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to.
Oh. It sounded like
Look, if I had a new pair of sneakers that I needed cared for, I would love to leave them in your possession.
Okay. We're good.
But no, I was alluding to the fact that like I could make two scary little girls appear behind us, and after spending the last 2 weeks of my life editing 3 episodes of this podcast, my New Year's resolution is to stop referring to stuff that happens on screen.
Oh, good luck with that.
No, we're gonna really.
It's just so convenient, Like we were just talking. Oh, look at that, Ronald McDonald. Didn't want to say Donald Trump. That would be. Put it up.
But let's just. They're both up there.
Put it up there.
Now morph them together.
and then you're like, oh my God, look at my YouTube channel, like a video from 2020. Yes, I do have one. And then like my favorite scene from Parks and Rec, where, season 2, episode 10, when Donna's window gets shot, the Mercedes window gets shot, and she's like. It's the best scene in the world. Good job with the editing, by the way.
I hope this, in a way, I kind of hope this podcast never gets popular, because I feel like what I already see the natural trend being is that I'm going to slowly just get lazier and lazier with the editing, and eventually it'll just be this camera. Eventually, maybe there won't even be video anymore. Yeah, no green screen.
It's just you.
But I could just imagine people be like, Patrick's really getting lazy with the editing.
No, my hands just hurt.
I edited those 2 episodes, and that was like the full train ride from Berlin to Prague, back from Prague to Berlin, so like 5 hours each way, plus like another. So it was like 2 episodes took me like 14 hours to edit, which I think is not sustainable. But we'll see. Anyways, we're having fun.
Well, you chose this path.
That's
and now
true.
We're on it, and
We're
you're
locked.
steering the car, baby.
Thank you for remembering. Speaking of steering the car, I have a couple resolutions.
Oh, yes. What are your resolutions?
First of all, make a black friend. Is that because now I have a lesbian friend, so I'm like okay. No?
No,
right.
I support.
No, we'll
this.
edit that
I
out. We'll
support
edit
this, but
that
do you
out.
not already have?
No, I've got so many. That sounded weird. No, I mean, I hang out with all sorts of people. So,
This is like painfully. It's not painful. I support your New Year's resolution.
No, that was a joke. Obviously, I'm a comedian.
Only white friends. I'm
wearing a white shirt.
I'm wearing a black shirt.
Oh. We did it again. And this
Ying,
is.
yang, yang. Do you feel like I'm yelling a lot in the middle of what
This
you're
is why
trying
I
to say?
to turn you down.
Oh.
So
Another way of silencing women.
yes. So you know what? Fuck it. I won't say.
I'm
my
so sorry.
resolutions.
No, please.
We gotta get into the.
Hey. What other resolutions other than making a black friend do you have?
That's not a resolution. That was a joke.
Oh.
No, it's my resolution is to do my solo show in a new country every month until the summer.
That's like 6 countries.
5. Summer starts in May for me.
Oh, okay.
It's 4 really.
Wow.
And to
Latvia?
do actually, yes, I want to do I'm thinking Netherlands, Portugal, and then maybe like a little Baltic kind of situation.
Interesting.
And then to do the Fringe,
Love that.
and to teach my dog a couple new tricks. I'd like to be able to teach him to jump up on the couch himself. We're not. No, there's nothing up there. Look, look at me pointing to nothing.
Look at Oscar jumping on that couch.
No. No.
You're a great dog dad.
Thank you. Coming 2025. There's nothing up there.
You can generate AI photos of you in 2025 with Oscar. I'm so sorry. You can talk. You know what? You should put me on timeout. I cannot speak for 2 minutes, and you will tell me all of your New Year's resolutions, and I will just listen. But before you do that, I remembered another resolution I had.
Actually, now I
Can I
am ready
say-
to edit in the clip of Louis singing Louis and
Louie
Louis.
and
It's a
Louie
podcast
are doing
because
a
that's what this episode
podcast.
is.
Louie and Louie. Louie and Louie.
Louie and
are
Louie,
doing
it's a podcast.
Louie and Louie. I'll
All
just
right,
say
go
it,
ahead.
and then like 3 minutes I don't talk, and
Okay.
you have the mic. Okay. Another resolution I want to have. I want to have like an hour material by the end of next year. So that is what I'm really manifesting and working on. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Pat.
Proud of you. That's I love that for you. I'm excited. And my other resolution is and I'm sorry for this one because this one is a little bit offensive. Is to continue to try to be a better husband and partner. I know it's political, it's a little bit edgy,
Offensive?
but yeah, I know it's just a bit, I know it's a bit offensive.
To whom?
Well, husbands everywhere.
Okay.
And I want to really take care of my body. I want to get back in shape. I've developed a little belly, and I'm a weak man with bad flexibility. And in the words of our friend Shannon, I want to touch my toes, King.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shannon.
No.
I love Shannon.
Okay, fine, Shannon. Well, should we get into? We're 20 minutes in. We haven't talked about anything. Should we?
We talked about a lot of things. There were so many things and so many thoughts I had that I had to just stop. Don't go out. Stay in there. This is not just about you. Yes. Do you want to start with your headline of the week?
Yes. Sorry. I'll.
Are you gonna send an email?
No.
Oh,
I
it's a
gotta
headline.
It's a headline. Yeah. This just in: Patrick poisoned in Prague.
Oh no.
A classic whodunit.
Oh no. What? Okay. Can I? Was it? No, you're a vegetarian. How did you do that?
Well, there's the rub.
You had meat.
I had meat. I'm I'm like a I'm like a Christian who only goes to church on Christmas. It's like I'm a vegetarian, but I if I'm traveling, I will indulge in a little bit of the carnal
Okay.
tasting, and
Okay.
I was in Prague, and we went out to dinner on Friday night. Now we can cut because there's a very cute video. I took Anya and the puppy to Prague because I was doing my show in Prague. And we went out Friday night, and we went to a little brewery. We got a little bit drunk. Oscar was like, "Oh my God, my parents are wasted right now." And I was like,
Was he
"Shut up."
embarrassed?
No, I would never. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm a comedian. So we went out, and we went to this place, and they had a goulash. And I was like, when in Prague,
Have goulash.
have goulash.
You have to.
You have to. And so I had the Friday night goulash, and whoo, man, there is nothing like a bit of meat melted down into meat water and just eating melted meat water with chunks of meat in it.
Isn't it? But I love it.
It's so
Did
good.
you love it?
I loved it. And with the bread, the dumpling, like it
Oh,
just,
yeah.
like sucking up the sauce with the thing. Amazing. Okay. So that's Friday night. And now I know myself. I know when I eat a little meat on vacation, that might give me a little tum-tum issue. But I wake up Saturday, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Magic goulash.
Magic goulash. Now, Saturday morning we got, and you're going to love this, free breakfast at the hotel.
Oh. Breakfast I love, but when it's free, oh, baby.
I'm gay.
I'm gay. I'm gay for breakfast.
I'm gay for breakfast. So call me a breakfast sexual, brecko-sexual. And so this was nice, little croissants, some bread rolls, a platter of cheeses and meats, yogurt, cereal, and then you get one order from the kitchen.
Oh.
An egg type of situation.
Oh.
And they had a bacon and egg thing. And
Classic.
I'm like, you know what? Here I am in Prague. I have my little kind of hall pass for meat. Anya doesn't like it, but she's letting it happen. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the bacon and eggs. So I get the bacon and eggs, and it's like they made the bacon and then they fried the egg like onto the. It was. And to be fair, this was not like American bacon like I was expecting. It was some real. I know they don't like this term, but like Eastern European bacon.
I know exactly what you mean. When I go eat breakfast with my American friend, she always complains about the bacon they give her. 'Cause she wants. Do you want it like crispy?
Well,
right?
and just like
No?
this style, like the thin with the colors that we
Right.
expect, and not just like this kind of like gnarly looking piece of meat.
Like a real piece of meat.
Exactly.
Please give me that fake
we want
American.
something fake American.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, Hollywood. California.
We love it.
American dreaming.
We love.
Have that, no problem. All good. And so we go out for our day about the town. We get a little mulled wine by the river.
Already it's time for
it's
it.
already time. It was super cinnamony and tasty and good. We're having a good old time. We're honestly we have one mulled wine and we're just like, ooh, I'm tipsy. So we're like, time to get lunch. We go to this place and I'm like, I gotta do round 2.
Ooh.
I gotta do it.
Third meal with meat.
Yeah, and I'm also like, I gotta do
Brave.
round 2 of goulash. I want to double dip on my goulash. So I'm like, I'll get a order of the goulash, and Anya got an order of the onion soup, and then we're like, we're on vacation. Fuck it. So then we got deep fried bread with garlic spread.
Oh. Okay. Something you need to know about Eastern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
The garlic bread. It is our lifeline. Our bloodline lifeline. I'm so happy you had this experience, and also the onion soup. I know how good it is in Czech Republic.
Well,
You're really living. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
We're living, amazing. And the one thing that I was missing, because we had been drinking beer the night before, I was like, I really want to have the goulash with a red wine. Like, I just want a red wine with the goulash. And so I'm like, all right, the show is at 7. It's 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got enough time to get a little like a little pot of red wine, and I'll be a bit drunk, but I have like 5 hours to sober up before the show. No problem. So I get my little jug of red wine. I have my goulash and my deep fried bread and my thing of red wine. I'm feeling good. Amazing meal. We're loving the dog's being a perfect angel. It's the best. We go across the river. We hike up this hill. We see the whole city laid out below us. The sun. Damn it, Louie. It's gonna be worth it. You see the whole city laid out below us. And the sun's going down, and the lights from the city are coming on. It's romantic. It's beautiful. And then I get a little gurgle. And I'm like, well, kind of, all right. Exactly.
And if you want to see from inside,
no, that's a no. So actually, that would be funny. So there's.
It would be really funny.
All right, but do the sound again.
It's just me like dancing.
Yeah. You as a bread dumpling. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work.
I'm so sorry. But that's why
better
we're
be
not
a
gonna,
viral clip or something.
that's why we're not seeing each other for like 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
you can just work on this one episode. Hours and hours.
Every episode of this podcast is like a full Steven Spielberg film for me.
Oh my
Just
God,
like
we need to start getting paid so you can get some money for all of this work you're putting in.
yeah. So I agree. So the I get a gurgle, and I'm like, okay, I think I have to poop. And then I'm kind of like, I gotta poop. And then it's like one of those things where I was like, oh, like we have 7.5 minutes. And so like at that point I had already kind of been like, all right, Anya, it's time to head back to the hotel. We've got like 40 minutes to get back to the hotel.
Hey, but you had 7.5.
And then I'm like, oh, we got 7. And so then I'm like, I just like pulled my phone out and I gave it to her, and I was like, just find the nearest coffee shop. So I'll be honest. I said, find the nearest Starbucks, because that is my favorite coffee shop to have diarrhea at. It's
Perfect.
It's the best.
Perfect for the occasion.
There was luckily one 6-minute walk away. We beeline it for there. I order us a gingerbread latte, and I'm like sweating. Like, what's the bathroom code? Go in there, do the thing. It's like it's a whole thing. And
when you're doing this, I'm imagining things.
No. I mean, it's a whole thing, but like not like a thing, But it felt like it was, it was not nice. I don't want to get in too much of the graphic detail.
I would like to know.
Felt like I was vomiting out of my butthole.
Oh.
When your butthole's like, like that. And then you kind of think you're done, and it's like when you're done throwing up, and you're like, oh God, I think I'm. And then you realize like, oh no, there's more.
It's a surprise one.
And then it's a dry heave, and then you're just like kind of dry heaving, and then there's more. Like,
okay, could have spared the details on
you
that.
said to do the details.
Oh my, that's disgusting.
So now
it's That's insane. Were you okay?
No.
You had a show.
And meanwhile, yes, that's the other thing. In the back of my head, I'm like, I have to go do my show in like less than 2 hours now.
Oh no.
So we get out of the Starbucks, we get on the very crowded tram, and like I'm like, you know when you're just like holding it, you know, you're like, I feel like I have to puke, and you're just like, but I gotta just get. And so I was like, Anya was, you know, so of course like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, I need to just do this step at a time. Like first let's get to the tram station, then let's just get off the tram, get to the hotel. Then once we get to the hotel, then I'll go to the club. Then you know what I mean? Like I can only take it one thing. We get to the hotel, right back to the bathroom. And I'm like, I have full-blown poisoning. And that is the twist in the story. That's right. I poisoned myself.
What do you think it was? Which one of the amazing foods or beverages was it?
So that's the thing is I was saying it was food poisoning. Like when I showed up at the club, like, because I was just like, they're like, are you hey? And I'm like, I have food poisoning. Like, because what I didn't want to say is like, hey, I'm a vegetarian, and I've spent the last 24 hours swimming in a swimming pool of goulash, just drinking liquid meat, and for some reason that disagreed with me.
I wonder how that happened.
That is so wild.
Wow. Shocking.
Yeah. So just to finish quickly the story. So I'm like, holy shit, I have this show now, and like I can't seem to get off the toilet, you know. It's, you know, remember the you know thing. And I show up at the club. I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah. Oh, also the other thing was as of the day before the show, we had 2 tickets sold.
Oh.
And I was like, at this point, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm here with my wife and my dog. I'm having a good time. If the show gets canceled, if it's 2 people, whatever. But I show up, there's 25 people there, which in that room is like, felt very full. And they're like, all right, yeah, we'll do the thing. It's a really good Metro Comedy Club, beautiful room. Have you been to Prague?
No.
Great room. And so the host goes out, or this guy Grant is like, I'll do a little 5-minute warm up and then bring you on. I'm like, excellent. And he's doing, and I'm like, I feel it knocking at the door, but I'm like, I don't have time at this point. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna have to go out there, and so that's what I did. I went out there and I addressed it immediately. I was like, I just have to tell you guys, like, I had food poisoning today, and so either this will be like my Michael Jordan Game 6 like performance of a lifetime, or I'm gonna have to leave in like 15 minutes. And they were the funnest crowd, and it was the best show of my life. And my body that's the crazy thing. My body was just like, no, we can't do it right now. We're
shutting it down.
We're shutting shit, literally.
Shutting shit down.
And so my body shut shit down, and I shut it down. I've never had nicer things said to me after a show. Just the whole, it was the best show I've ever done, like the funnest show I've ever done.
That's such a beautiful story.
And then that's it. That's the headline. I poisoned myself, but I overcame it.
Good. And
so let that be a lesson to you kids out there. If you gabies, if you poison yourself, if you decide, hey, I'm gonna live. Actually, that guy heckled me with that during the show.
Are you having flashbacks?
I'm having a little bit.
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
I'm sorry. I don't want to throw you out like I had to throw him out. No, I'm kidding. But a guy did in the third quarter of the show. That's gay heckle, and I was like, well, you kind of missed the whole point of the show.
Yeah, what's his deal?
Well, I actually talked to them afterwards, very sweet couple.
Just trying to be funny.
Trying to be funny. A dad from Norway with a lesbian daughter.
Aw.
And I think probably his daughter isn't a huge fan of his sense of humor.
Was the daughter hot?
Daughter wasn't there.
Oh.
They just, I think they were like, we got to educate ourselves.
Right,
And
right.
who better to educate us than a straight man?
Yeah. Always. Straight white man.
Straight white man. Way to go.
Mhm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No. No. Oh, God.
So,
Clip that.
yeah, that's my headline. And they were a very sweet couple afterwards, and they said a lot of nice things. They just moved from Norway, and
I think your key to the win was mentioning that you had food poisoning, because every single person in that audience, I bet, could relate to that
Yeah.
feeling, and then having to do something where everyone is looking at you, you know?
mm-hmm.
So that was really brave of you as well, and I think it's really beautiful. Good job,
Oh.
Pat. I'm very happy for you.
Glass break. No, I'm kidding. What do you want to say?
I
I might
wanted
put
to
it
say-
in. I'm not sure. We'll have to
No,
see.
it's very complicated. I
No,
don't want
just
to. I
explain
don't
it.
want you to spend all that. It's you on like a pedestal with like a big cup and like, I'm the best, and it prog in the background. Oh, don't do it. It's so much work. Ooh. Don't do it. Just put me as a baby up there.
Okay. And then I think that must be funny for you, because then as I'm editing these episodes that we've recorded weeks and weeks ago, and I'll just be like, "Where's the photo of your friend and her dog?" Like,
But I always provide very
you
quick.
always provide very quick.
I'm always on my phone. I have a problem.
45 days sober, but not off the phone.
Ooh.
So what about you? What's your headline? Tell me.
You know what? I have like two things maybe that I would like to discuss, but we don't have to discuss both of them.
Mhm.
So maybe you can pick from one. Do you want one that
Can
happened?
should I pick from one?
Pick one. Is
Pick
what I-
one of two.
Pick one!
Okay.
One is from last week and one is from today. They're both mediocre. They're good.
So the one from today is about work.
Yes.
Is it juicy?
It is for me.
And what's the one from last week?
Well, it's about my trip.
Your
I went to
trip.
Hamburg. Woo!
Oh, no, we got to talk about Miniature Wonderland.
We have to.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll save the
The
work.
headline doesn't involve, or you could
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
You
All
guess.
right. Yeah.
The headline is really, really short.
Okay. Well, get in your camera.
Okay.
Take a moment. Prepare yourself.
This just in: woman falls in love.
Oh my God, Louis.
I'm gonna get married.
Oh my gosh, I knew it.
Yes,
One trip.
just one trip.
That's all it took.
All it took.
What? Tell me all the details. Walk me down this beautiful
Aisle?
romance.
Walk
Walk
me
me
down
down
an
this.
aisle?
Actually, oh my God. Wait. Can I walk you? Is that?
Probably my brother would do it, but I don't know if I want to get married.
Just be like, Patrick really wants
Brother
this.
on one side and then Patrick on the other.
And then your family's
It's a
like,
good guy.
who's the guy? Who's the?
Who is that?
Or maybe I could be your
Costas.
flower boy, like a. I just want to be
I
involved in
don't
the.
want a wedding. Or maybe I do now that I'm in love.
I feel like I want to be like Michael Scott in Phyllis's.
Just
wedding,
everywhere.
just with
Everywhere.
yeah.
you can marry me and the person. You can. Be
Oh,
the,
I'm actually a
the
certified minister.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I've married several people.
Did you get it online?
I did.
Is it that easy? Just people really just
E-
do it and then
Easy peasy.
it's
At
all
least
good?
in the States.
Right.
I got it from the Church of Life. Minister Moa. Cut to a clip of my YouTube. I did a funny video.
That's
But
sick.
my problem with my YouTube days, I had editing.
Really?
Not like in the editing, but I mean like my videos were like 35 minutes long. It's too long Anyways, so you fell in love.
That is like that's not even a short movie. That is like a pilot episode and then a little bit a bit too long for a sketch. Sorry.
I have some editing issues. Okay?
I just really wanted to
I
tell the
just feel
story.
I just feel like everything I do is genius, and so it's hard.
There's a lot of it.
So anywho, so you have fallen in love.
Yes.
Now, who have you fallen in love with?
So there's this woman. I'm
Okay.
gay.
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
Oh my god. Baby. Hey.
I'm gay.
Are you gay?
I'm gay. Okay. It's a woman. And she is just beautiful, gorgeous, talented, and so beautiful and amazing. And I just saw her, and then I knew right then and there.
Okay,
It was gonna
I
be
feel
forever.
like where is there's something
Well, I didn't actually meet her.
you haven't actually met her.
No.
So
but
you
I know.
you know of her.
I know.
You learned of
I know I'm
her.
in love with her.
It's the person in the band.
Yes.
Okay. Which person of it is
It's
it?
Lydia.
Lydia.
She's the only-
Should we throw her up there?
Please do. She's
Okay.
she's so pretty. I think she's so
And
beautiful.
what is she? What's her role in the band?
She is singing. She's playing the keys. She's playing the guitar. She's
Is
all of
is
them are
she the
doing
front man, front woman, or is it
I think the two men. This is the band called Jungle, by the way. I didn't even mention the name. I think all of them are kind of a lot of in charge, and they're doing a lot of things and a lot of
Okay.
instruments, which was really beautiful. And also, like, they sound a lot. Not that they don't sound good on the songs,
they're
but like
better
they're
live.
really good live. It was
That is the mark to
Amazing.
me of a really good, like artist. Is that it's like that when I come to see you live, it should be better than the experience of
Yeah.
listening to your album.
And they killed it, especially Lydia.
Especially Lydia. And now,
Lydia.
did you have a favorite? It was your favorite time when she's shredding on the guitar, or did you like it more when she's, tapping the keys, doing a little fingery thing on the porcelain, or
Lady fingers.
or are you liking it when she's belting it out with the vocals? Like, what was your?
It was just to see. It was just beautiful to see the versatility.
The versatility, yeah.
Versatility of her endless talent, really. Talent and skill. Like she would be at the keys and also singing at the same time. Then she would do the tambourine, which I don't know if it requires a lot of skill, but it was
but
just beautiful.
Still very cool.
But the moments where I felt the most
Connected.
was where was where, so she would be a little bit in the back and to the right from where I was looking at her, and then sometimes she had these songs where she's singing them. She would walk all the way from the keys down to the very front, and she just looked so cool, and she danced so well, and like it's not a lot. She's not none of them are trying
They're just
to
being,
be anything. They're just being there.
and that's
And
why.
it's so good.
That's also why musicians are just so much cooler than comedians, because they're just being, and we're all trying.
Trying really hard, but do you?
Look at this! Look at this! Like we're
Oh,
trying so hard. We have
so
3
much.
cameras
Okay.
and green screen.
How about from this point on, we don't try?
All right, let's just try not to try.
Let's just try. So, and I immediately fell in love. I even like tagged her in my video that I posted after, in hopes of her noticing that I've tagged
Baby
her.
girl, that's trying.
I feel like I should try
a
a
tag
little bit.
is a try.
You know what? Yes. From now on,
All right, I don't know. I can't not try. I'm a trier. I was born trying.
I really hoped she would at least watch it. But she
Mm.
didn't, and then the next day she went to Cologne, and then she reposted someone's story, and I felt
Betrayed.
a little bit betrayed.
Now-
But I really want to hear your question, actually, because I'll remember this. Yeah.
No, you go.
So the day after the concert, right? They announced a Baltics tour. So I will see Lydia again in June, and my game plan for this one is I do not chase, I attract.
New Year's.
New Year's.
Manifest.
Elevate.
Elevate.
No more chasing.
Now, can I ask? I have a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
First of all, do we know that she's on the team? Do we know that she's a sister, or are we, or we're just hoping that she?
We're assuming. We're hoping. We're.
Why are we assuming?
I have a really good gaydar.
Okay.
I have a really good gaydar, and she's giving a little bit.
Little bit.
A little bit.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Maybe not fully, but maybe she's like
But
halfway.
she'd dip a toe, maybe for the right
She
special woman.
For the exactly. It's always
That's how it was for my mother.
Yeah. You just when you meet someone and you know, then you just know. And I feel like we just need to like lock eyes.
Well, I think that this is a good time. I want to just do a little PSA to my camera and be like, hey, Gabies, guys, this is time for the Gaby army to take charge. Let's get these two crazy kids out on a date together. Go, what's her name?
Lydia.
Go get in Lydia's DMs. Tag Lydia. Tag Lydia with
I need to look really cool. Like, I don't even care if it happens. I don't.
Tag Lydia. Tell her, hey, baby, I'm gay. Well, that's not the look that you want. Tag Lydia. Hey, baby, I'm gay podcast. Tag Lydia with Louie. Let's make Louie and Lydia the new T Swift and Travis Kelce. That's the thing that's gonna blow this podcast up. Let's have Lydia be your Taylor Swift. You can be her Travis Kelce.
I can be her Travis for sure.
And think of, he is also a famous podcaster.
Yeah,
musician, podcaster.
It just makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
She gets a restraining order.
Well, that's beautiful. I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. I felt really inspired, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just had a really bad thought, though.
What?
What if Lydia's the woman that we fall out over?
Patrick, you stay away from her. Stay away. Don't.
I would never. I have a family. I want you and Lydia to work out.
Me too.
I just feel like she's flirting with me, and it's uncomfortable.
Really? When?
You know, like when she like when we hang out, and then she like kind of like she says those like weird things.
When she let you go into the toilet at the Starbucks before her?
Exactly. There's that. And then also like when she was making the small talk with me at the 24-hour vet about her rabbit. And I thought that felt a bit flirtatious. And
do you think we'll get married?
You and Lydia?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. And if you do, and if it happens because of this podcast, then I definitely better be walking you down the aisle.
Okay.
Actually, no. Actually, it would make more sense that I marry you. I'm happy, just so long as that I like have a speaking role at the wedding. I want a few lines.
Give me I just want to do my tight five. You know?
Yeah, just
give me a tight five.
Give me 5. You know, this. I think you'll enjoy this. You know, the thing that inspired me to start comedy again. After an 8-year hiatus.
Oh.
My best friends who are coming to visit mañana.
Tomorrow.
That's for those who don't speak Spanish.
Riden. Zavtra.
Yes, what she said.
Morgen.
They got married, and I was the officiant and best man. So I had a double speaking role.
You're trying.
Is that trying?
That's really trying.
So I married them, did a great job.
Did you make his suit?
I sewed her dress and tailored his suit. I actually cooked the meal, and I handmade all of the wine.
And you sang.
And I sang a few songs. I DJ'd actually also at the wedding.
What's your DJ name? It's too long now.
Okay, well.
DJ Pat.
Yeah, DJ Pat.
Sorry.
There was a phase. I was just conflicted on if I should. There was a phase in my early 20s. And
is it that?
That is true. I quit comedy. Because I thought DJing is just way cooler. That's why I quit comedy when I was 22. And then I thought my DJ name would be Ratchet Hippies. and I had like a custom tank top that I had made, and it said "Ratchet Hippies" with like a heart around
Tie-dye?
it. Not tie dye, but yeah, it was. I was trying, which is why I had to come back to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But that best man speech, I murdered.
Fuck yeah.
Like, and I was kind of drunk, but like I just remember my opening line. My friend is Asian, and I was like, Cameron is the yin to my yang, and that's not an Asian joke. That's my parents are hippie lesbians from San Francisco joke, and the place just exploded. All right, well, they liked it. So
Don't you really hate it when you like have to retell a really good joke, but it's it's not quite like in the room, you know? You had to be there. I think it's a good joke. It's funny.
For a wedding, it was edgy.
It's a good joke.
Yeah. So anywho, you had a good time at the concert?
I had a great time, and my friend and I, we were so efficient. We drove there, we got out. One of us put the coats away. One of us went to pee. One of us bought the beers, non-alcoholic. It was all so well planned out.
Wait. Let's.
Do you think Lydia's gonna be jealous of Agnes, my roommate? My friend Agnes, you've met
Bought
her.
the beers.
Non-alcoholic.
So you were sober at this concert?
Yeah.
Did you go for a quick jog beforehand, get a little runner's high, or you went out there,
I
did a couple of push-ups, get a little endorphin rush?
You know what? Let's just say I danced.
You danced,
I danced
baby.
the night away.
Hey, baby, I danced.
Danced the night away. Dua Lipa. You just hit me next time. I'm allowing it.
And I do have to ask, since I chose this headline, but how was Miniature Wonderland? The Gabies definitely want to know.
Babies definitely want to know. Honestly, it is. I thought it might be one of the coolest places on earth.
So I didn't overhype it.
I don't think you did. No, there was so many little things in like every little like square centimeter. So many little stories. Little stories were told, and it's like so huge. Who operates all of it? It's crazy.
It's insane. And isn't it so like why? What is our attraction to just like that we like? We're like, ooh, we like it's small, and then we like it.
I don't know. It's also like it's convenient because you can travel to many places and you're just in one place essentially, you know?
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I think maybe is part of the appeal that it's just fun to like live as a giant, like see the world from that perspective or something.
I guess so. Or I don't actually know what it is. What as adults, what makes us want to see toys?
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, it's like you could just see very high quality videos of any of those things or computer generated graphics that would be like way more realistic or so like why like there's something about the physical anyway.
I think it's more like our inner children healing and seeing that and be like, oh my god, this is so cute, because like there were older men there that really enjoyed that really enjoyed it, and I also
56 minutes in, you're just gonna come at me with this bullshit after we've already discussed the fact that I would definitely have a speaking role at your wedding.
Did something I do hurt you?
You said older men and then you pointed at me when we both know that we're both young.
Because I thought you would be like, oh, she's talking about me. You know
that we are the same age. We are both 19 and
thriving.
And thriving.
And thriving.
If I have my shit together.
Dear Pat, once again we're here. How did that happen? Question mark. crying emoji. I would really like to take this time to really, truly, sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart to you for once again calling you an old man. Which you are not, by the way, because you are young and hip and in your 20s. And that is beautiful because we're the same age. Love, Louie. Hope you can forgive me.
Dear Louie, thank you for your message. I appreciate seeing your acknowledgement in writing that we are the same age and that we are both young, hip, fresh-faced comedians taking on the Berlin comedy scene. I appreciate your prose and thank you for your letter. I think we should conclude the podcast with much haste. Yours in love and in speaking role at your wedding, Patrick.
I apologize. It slipped.
It's okay. Should we do our news headlines?
We should do our news headlines. Do you want to go first, or should I go first? Let's do a little rock paper scissors.
Epic
No,
rock paper scissors
epic
showdown.
battle.
Okay, but wait, can you wait? How do we? All right. we should just do the podcast like this.
This is what you did before, no? Pat
It
chat?
is, but I had a table and there were like
Oh.
mic stands, so it feels a little
So
more.
weird. Okay, how do you do it? Just 1, 2, 3? Can I teach you something that we do
sure.
in Latvia? Aki chiki papiriki viens diu tris.
That felt racist somehow.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. So the funny thing is that the camera just turned off, and I feel like now neither of these. But no,
Do you want to check and I can do Louis corner?
We haven't even done Louis corner. No, it's fine.
Okay, let's just do 1, 2, 3, and we just do this.
Okay.
1,
Wait.
2,
No, so it's like
1,
one,
2, 3.
No.
On 3.
No. Okay. On
So-
3. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I
Oh,
did
but
not
who
expect you to
goes?
do the same. Because you like pre-showed this,
I'm a
and so I
sim-
was like,
I'm a
I'll do
simple
rock
woman.
because I bet you did scissors next.
I'm a simple woman. But we didn't figure out who goes. The one that wins goes?
I think the one that wins chooses.
Oh. Okay, you can go.
All right. That was a big competition for nothing.
I was so anti.
Should we do a quick? Should I step out for a second and let you do a quick Louis corner?
Sure.
Before
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like because we don't want to do it right at the end, and
no,
so
that would make no sense. Oh my God! Hi, Louis Corner. Welcome back, Gabies. I missed you. You know, and you don't even know that I missed you. I don't even know who you are because no one has watched this podcast yet because we haven't released any episodes. But probably by now, so this is episode 7. It means we're probably like now reaching probably around like 1 million followers on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. We have 1 million followers there, and we're probably really, really rich as well, which is one of my goals. And when I say rich, I say at least 100 euros. I would like to have as savings for like, you know, if something happens, I just have that. And maybe like also control my spending because I buy a lot of things. Yeah, Pat, I never finished my story. I think I spend a lot of money on takeout, drinks, and clothes. And Pat is back. Look at that. Thank
and
you
that's all the
guys.
time we have for Louis Corner this week.
I love you.
Nope, it's over. It's all right. So I'm supposed to read you my headline,
Yes.
right? All right. I didn't get this super last minute. I promise. Oh, all right. Why planes are about to change shape, from
Oh.
CNN.com.
This is a very important question. I mean, it's been asked for years and years and years. Because really, what kind of a shape is that we're currently using? It's a little
Phallic.
It's a little. There's kids on the plane, you know. We
Mm.
do not need to show them that. They do not need to know about this. They do not need to know about planes. This is just like too much for the kids who are trying to just step on the plane and have like a little family trip to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida. So what Elon Musk has done is he has come up with this amazing idea of change the shape. Obviously, that's in the name of the article. That's what's happening essentially. So what is happening? It's just gonna be a cube,
Yeah.
sharp edges. Think Rubik's cube, sharp, right? And then
So does that somehow cut the time-space continuum, or it just cuts through the air? And what's the propulsion system with the cube? Are there just going to be kind of like giant slingshots at the airports, and you just kind of like, and it just throws the cube, or how the cube? Tell me a little more about this cube.
I like the slingshot version of it. That is really beautiful. Really a beautiful thought by a very smart man here.
Smart young man.
Smart young man. So what is gonna happen is the new plane, the Rubik's the cube plane is just gonna have fire coming out of the bottom of the thing. No wheels. It's like a rocket ship, but it's not. Much slower. Your travel time will get longer. It's a very slow mode of transportation, and it shoots up with the fire. I mean, we're gonna put it up right here so you can see.
Yeah, we're not. But
Shoots up with the fire, and then it goes so high up because the only direction it can go is up, and very slowly because you need a lot because the plane's full. Okay. And it shoots up, and then at one point it reaches the point where you go out of the atmosphere, and that is the moment where it breaks.
The cube breaks?
Breaks into 16 smaller cubes.
Okay.
And then they have a little what's it called? You know, air balloon, or like what do they have when the people do this? And they have that windsurfing. You know, not windsurfing, but you know the thing. When they jump out of the planes, with the
parachute.
The parachute.
So I was distracted.
Yeah, it's okay. My compelling story, obviously, is not.
But so the cube goes up. It's
Cube
a big
goes up.
cube, breaks up into small cubes.
Parachutes.
The small cubes parachute down to your location.
Yeah, and there's 16 pilots operating the parachute, and we get to the destination.
Now, so the new form of transport is slower. You said, does it transport more people, or like what? Why are we? Why would we change to
For the kids.
For the kids, right?
For the kids.
Because we don't want to see them in that classic airplane.
And kids are really in the forefront lately. We know we care about kids a lot, and we need to care about them more. So now,
and also maybe I just want to say like 9/11, you know?
oof, yeah,
Remember?
this would not have happened. If the planes were not. Never forget.
Yeah. So I feel like a cube wouldn't have done that. We're not.
No.
Okay. All right. Close up on people jumping out of the window. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I would never. But wow, that's it. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that
So that is
story to.
Yeah, I'm really glad I could be here and tell you about this.
Thank you
Yeah.
for educating all of us. Really.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Always at your service with the latest news on the planet. It's me, Louie. All right. Should I do mine?
Do yours.
Okay. So this one. Trying to open my notebook here. So okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Moldova's first dog bites Austrian president on the hand. Wow, I'm really struggling with reading here. Let me just do that again.
I don't know if you remember from the previous episode, but I'm actually a reader. I'm a reader.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah,
reader.
so do you need me to read it for you, or?
I think it could be my handwriting, not that I can't read.
Okay.
just in
I
a
just didn't
rush.
know because
Oh, I'm not dyslexic.
I don't know, like how the education system is in Latvia or
I'm
whatever.
very good. But they also would say way better than America, because I could point America on the map when I was 7. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean it's big, powerful.
Also,
makes all the-
Monaco.
And what about
You know where
Jungle?
Monaco
Jungle's
is.
probably from America.
They're British.
Damn it. But there was a good chance, wasn't there?
There was a good
It was.
chance.
It was like.
Maybe one of them. Some of them are. I know Lydia's from the UK.
Oh. So she probably wants to get out of there and get a nice European passport.
We could
Is
live
Latvia in
we
the
could
EU?
live- Yeah.
Oh,
Moldova's first dog bites Austrian president on the hand during official visit.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Woof,
Woof. Yes, so as we all know, Moldova has a long, storied relationship with its pet leaders, you know. So they hold a presidential election every 4 years, but they hold a pet presidential election every time the current president pet dies. So it's a kind of an interesting. It's like somewhere between like an election and like when the Pope dies, you know. So you know, a puppy will get elected, dog president of Moldova, and there's a lot of responsibilities with that.
Right.
You know, advocating for the dogs that live on the street in Moldova. You know, kind of doing diplomatic relationships with other dogs from other countries. You know, and then of course occasionally there is some dog to human politicking and whatever, and so it gets elected, and then it lives out its life as the president. It's a lifetime term,
Yeah.
and then when it comes to that time and it passes away, then they hold a new election, and that depends on the breed of dog. But so it happens sometimes every 7 years, sometimes 12 years. It's a bit different that way, and the current dog president of Moldova, he came from a little bit of a rough background,
What's his name?
His name is Mr. Whiskers, and
Classic.
Mr. Whiskers, sorry, well, that's his, I mean, he goes by Tom Whiskers, but for political purposes, Mr. Whiskers, but we'll call him Tom. So Tom was born on the streets of Moldova, didn't know his dad. His mom was kind of one of these dogs who just has litters and litters of puppies. Some survive, some don't. Big, gnarly nipples just hanging down, from just a lifetime of breeding. And you don't really even know if it was always consensual, and it's sad and hard, and so that's the world Mr. Whiskers was born into. And so that's kind of the background he comes from. And the thing is, he was identified as a very good boy from the start. He was sitting outside of restaurants, wagging the tail, putting the ears back, just being cute. And they were like, this dog has a lot of potential. And so this older couple actually helped him get a job. He had a job as a dog janitor. And his job was to just kind of go around licking up messes and just keeping things clean at the school where he worked at. And one day there was like a math equation on the chalkboard, and he saw it, and he was like, and he was just like, wow, and
this also was caught on camera, right? This moment.
This was caught on camera, not on but I don't have access to Moldovan TV, classified, exactly. And so he saw the math equation. He just like put his little paw print up there, and it solved the equation. And they were like, "Holy shit, that's crazy!" And so that's when he got kind of identified as having maybe possibly some political future. And he was basically handpicked, and he took money from the oil companies and, these people, the people who are tastemakers, kingmakers, they kind of were like, this is a great story, dog from the streets, mom's a bitch, and doesn't know his dad, but very smart, good boy. And so they took Tom and they made him Mr. Whiskers. He was Tom. Now he's Mr. Whiskers. And he won election because he connected. He connected with people. He connected with dogs. They liked his story. They like a comeback story. He's a stray who's come inside and has learned the ropes, how to be a good boy, sit, stay, all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, he's from the streets. He's from the streets. Mr. Whiskers is from the streets. He's always been from the streets, and
you shouldn't fuck with him.
You shouldn't fuck with him. And the thing is just that there's a potential with the wrong person, and here comes the Austrian prime minister, who's, kind of an uptight, white Austrian, and they come up there with their stick up their butt, being all Viennese, Austrian, whatever, and come in with some attitude, and Mr. Whiskers is not the type of dog who's going to take attitude.
No.
If you say something about Mr. Whiskers is going to get in your face, and if you take it, if you don't, bend the knee a little bit, Mr. Whiskers going to bite. And so that's what happened. Is basically Mr. Whiskers was invited in for this political meeting between Moldova and Austria. Austria was kind of being its normal, pretentious self. And I'm not just calling them pretentious because no one bought tickets to my shows there. But normal, pretentious self. And Mr. Whiskers was just like, I'm not going to take that on behalf of the Moldovan people. No. So he came in and just bit them.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers.
It's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
I'm on Mr. Whiskers' side, I will say.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing is actually most of the people in Moldova are as well.
Yeah. Of course, in Moldova especially.
Yeah,
I think all the Eastern European countries would agree as well,
Yeah. Bite an Austrian.
If
you have one takeaway from today's podcast,
it's to bite an Austrian. Did you look in the main camera when you said that, or in yours? I kind of looked in the main one.
I think I looked in the main as well.
Oh my! Oh my! Yes. In sync. Are you running a period as well?
In sync. Well, did you have anything else for?
I think these are the last thoughts of 2023. These recorded on the pod.
These are our last thoughts of 2023. I'm excited to see what happens for us in 2024.
Oh my God. Isn't that crazy?
I hope we slay up.
Absolutely.
Elevate. Gang, slay.
And Gabies, since it's a new year, I would like for you to also elevate, to slay, to save up some money and spend it on some shit.
And Gabies, the way that you're gonna elevate, the way that you're gonna make 2024 the best year it can be. You're gonna subscribe to this podcast. You're gonna rate it.
Video.
You're gonna review it.
Comment. On this
send
video.
It to a friend.
Send a email.
Send an email.
Send it to a friend, really. Truly. Send it to a friend who really would need this today.
There are some friends out there that need this podcast.
Absolutely.
And let's get it to them, guys.
Yeah,
Gabies, let's get this podcast to them.
Let's go, Gabies.
Let's go, Gabies. Gabies. Gabies.
This was Hey Baby, I'm Gay.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about you. You're so gay.